Everyone in my neighborhood works on together. It's really fun. And sometimes when you walk past the garden, you can smell the super duper good smelling flowers. Other times it can smell kinda stinky. But that's okay. That's how we know things are staying healthy and growing strong. I also have my butterfly wings on because butterflies are my favorite thing to see in the garden. I think if I wear my wings, they might think I'm one of them. Just a butterfly friend, a butter friend. Oh, hey, here's Gardener Stacy.
Callie, hi. I told you, you could just call me Stacy.
I know, it just sounds cool, right?
I guess. Then can I call you Plant Saver Callie?
Why would you call me that?
Oh, because that's what we're going to be doing today. We're saving a plant.
No way! You can do that?
Yes, sure you can. This plant was given to me by one of our neighbors. They were keeping it inside and it wasn't getting the sunlight that it needed. So they asked me if we could save it.
Yeah, it looks pretty rough.
Yes, it does. But that's okay. It can be saved. Do you want to learn how? First, we are going to need to replant this plant. It's currently in this pot, but we want to put it in a new pot where it will live outside in the garden instead of inside. This new pot is wider to give the plant more space to grow, and we filled the pot with really good soil, so the plant can be saved.
Is that why it's kinda, stinky?
You got it, Callie. A little stinky is good for plants. Next, we need to trim off all the damaged leaves. This is so the plant can basically start over. The next thing to do, well, we kind of already did it, is to move the plant to a better spot, which will be here at the community garden. In fact, I'm going to let you pick the sunniest place you can find here in the garden for this plant to be safe, Callie.
What's next?
Well, we already made sure the plant had some stinky stuff to help it grow, so we just need to water it. Do you want to help?
Yeah.
Then we need to do something kind of weird. We have to wipe the plant with a damp cloth. This is to make sure that it doesn't have any insects hurting it.
Hurting it? Yeah, we wouldn't want that. Stay away, little bugs. We love you, but we're trying to save this plant.
And that is that.
Wowzers! So even though this plant looked pretty rough, it can still be saved?
Yeah, and I think you were just the person to come save it.
Super Callie to the rescue! Oh, I mean, Super Plant Saver Callie to the rescue! I wonder. That makes me think. At church, I always hear about how Jesus came to save us. Were we like this plant? Whoa! What would have happened to this plant if Stacy and I didn't save it? I'm gonna go find a perfect sunny place for this plant to be saved.
Great! You know, it's a nice day to sit back and listen to today's Bible story.
Today's Bible story comes from John chapter 12. One evening, there was a dinner to celebrate Jesus. A bunch of Jesus' friends were there, including Martha, Lazarus, and Mary. Martha was serving food. Lazarus was relaxing at the table with Jesus. And Mary, well, she did something unexpected. Mary took some very expensive perfume and poured it on Jesus' feet. Then she wiped Jesus' feet with her hair. She was showing how much she loved and respected Jesus. Judas Iscariot, another one of Jesus' friends, was not happy about this at all. He thought it would have been better to sell the perfume for money. Since the perfume was so expensive, they could have gotten a lot of money for it. He said that kind of money could have helped people who really needed it. But Judas didn't say this because he wanted to help the poor. He secretly wanted to keep the money for himself. Jesus did not agree with Judas. He was thankful that Mary wanted to show him her love this way. The perfume was meant for Jesus. It was the best thing Mary could do for Jesus, especially since Jesus would be taken away soon. You see, as God's son, Jesus had a mission on earth. Jesus was known to be the promised Savior. That meant Jesus was going to save the world. But Jesus' friends didn't realize that Jesus would be taken away, and it would all be part of God's plan. That's because God sent Jesus to save us.
This is it! This looks like the perfect place for this plant to be saved. There is the sun just shining down on it. And I am going to be short and come back and water whenever it needs time.
Hey, I think you found the perfect spot. If this plant could, I think it would say thank you.
Like Mary in the story wanted to say thank you for Jesus coming to save us.
That's right.
I know that it's not the same at all, but I wonder if Jesus ever felt like we did when we were able to save this little plant.
That's some great wondering, Callie. I'm not sure.
I mean, it was hard work, but I'm so happy that we could be the ones to save it.
Well, the way Jesus would save us would be really, really hard to do. But I think Jesus was happy to be the one to save us because he loves us so much. Sometimes when we make mistakes, we can feel like this plant before we replanted it. Do you remember? It can feel like maybe we can't be saved. But Jesus is here to remind us that we always can. And Jesus is the perfect person to do the saving. I don't know about you, Callie, but I am so glad
God sent Jesus to save us. I'm so excited to watch this plant grow again. Maybe that's just a little bit how Jesus feels when we grow. Do you think so? Well, friends, thanks for learning and growing with me today. Peace out.